Well, a deluge of new movies is competing for your time and money this holiday season. Among the most talked about, Selma, American Sniper, and Into the Woods. Vanity Fair's digital director Mike Hogan joins us to look at the holiday blockbusters worth seeing or worth skipping. Mike, good morning.
Good morning.
Let's just talk first about the Sony film, The Interview, which of course it pulled. Is there any chance it might actually be streamed online and people could see it that way?
Well, we're now, Sony's lawyer, David Boies, was on TV this weekend saying that, the film hasn't been canceled, it's just been delayed. They're looking into ways of releasing it. It seems to me that that's an effort to sort of say, oh no, the bad guys didn't win, they just won this round, and we're going to get a chance to kind of get back at them. But at this point, to pull it out of theaters, it's basically
on the shelf.
Over. It's on the shelf.
Yeah.
It'll come out in some form, I'm sure, but it's going to be tricky.
I never really had that much interest in seeing it, but now it's been spoken about so much, I'm curious to know what it's about.
It's almost like our obligation as patriots to watch it now.
That's right.
But let's talk about Selma, because it is a historical drama, and sometimes people tend to think, I may not want to see this during the holidays, but you loved it.
I absolutely love Selma. I think this is an incredible film. There's an incredible backstory. David Oyelowo, who plays Martin Luther King, is a British actor and a devout Christian who actually believed it was his calling to play this role. And so for years, while the film was in development hell, he stuck with it, did a lot of research. He actually recruited the director, Ava DuVernay, who was a publicist just a few years ago. She has made an incredible film, and he is likely to be nominated for Best Actor. It's likely to be nominated for Best Picture, Best Director. Ava could be the first black woman to be nominated for Best Director. And I really encourage people to see it. It's highly resonant with what's been happening everywhere from Ferguson to New York City. And the other thing about it is it doesn't present Martin Luther King as a saint. It presents him as an incredible leader, but also a master tactician.
Right. Movie musicals sometimes don't translate very well. They've made sometimes Into the Woods into a film with a very interesting cast, but is it going to work?
I think this one works, and one of the good things about it is they found movie stars who can also sing. I mean, even Johnny Depp is singing better, at least, than Russell Crowe did in Les Miserables. And Meryl Streep is fantastic. Emily Blunt, nominated for a Golden Globe for Best Actress in a Musical or Comedy. I think it works pretty well. Not everyone agrees. It's a very dark, complicated musical, Into the Woods. Weird, disturbing things happen in it, but if nothing else, everyone's singing well, so that's a start.
That's a good start.
Let's talk about American Sniper, because this one's getting a lot of good buzz. Bradley Cooper's now on the cover of some magazines. Clint Eastwood is directing. Is this a must-see movie?
Yeah, well, Bradley Cooper is on the cover of Vanity Fair, in fact, my place of employment. And in the cover story, Buzz Bissinger says this is a performance for the ages, not just one of the best performances of the year. Bradley Cooper, we're accustomed to seeing him as the fast-talking, funny, cool guy. He bulked up 30 pounds of muscle that he, and he did it all naturally because he's been sober for 10 years. And he plays Chris Kyle, a sniper who had 160 confirmed kills. And this is just a film. Clint Eastwood, I think one thing about this movie that may help it do well is that it seems like counter-programming to a lot of the kind of liberal fare that comes out of Hollywood. This is a film that looks very carefully at the Iraq War and asks what the toll was on the soldiers, but also what we would do without guys like Chris Kyle.
Right. Amazing performance by Bradley Cooper.
I always like to know what I should go see.
Okay.
Mike Hogan, thank you so much.